All right, everybody. Let me get this light on here. Yeah. We are looking at stream number 11. Now, I know it started about 5 minutes later than usual. Had some home stuff to take care of, but that's what the timer's for, just to let you all know what's going on. Now I'm just going to get Cubase started up here. How's everybody doing? All right, let's get this going. You can probably hear the creaking of my my boom arm here. Now, yesterday we did some work on the combat music that we've been working on. Today, I kind of want to start something new. Pardon me. God, stay hydrated. Today, I'm kind of feeling something, I don't know, a little more fun, a little more electronic. Why not? Go out of the comfort zone a little bit, just see if I can do something completely different. And Cubase is failing to open. Why? Hold on. Technical difficulties. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. All right. All right, it's coming together, I think. Please. Please, Cubase, open. Uh-oh. Cubase isn't working for some reason. I don't like that. Try this one more time. Uh-oh. Cubase is screwing up a little bit. Well, if that's the case, we may have to do something else. There is another option. Ah, okay. I gotta fix something with my Cubase license. Okay. If that's the case, we're gonna do something completely different. So, if it doesn't want to work, then there is an alternative that we can work with here. Let me just see if I can boot that up. Yeah, I've had issues with my Cubase license ever since I upgraded to Cubase 12 Pro. Ever since that we had to stop using the e-licenser and such, I don't know why, just the license has just been stupid. Ah, that was loud. Sorry if that was a bit overly loud. If you heard that at all. Okay. So what we have here. Hey, Kirsten. Yeah, we're gonna use a completely different program today because Cubase is being stupid. And the program I have in mind is called MuseScore 4. I've been using MuseScore for a while, and it recently got this massive update. I love this program so much. I've barely had much time to use MuseScore for anything really. So I'm gonna see what we can do in terms of composing on the score as opposed to in the DAW. Why not? We're gonna try something different. Because if Cubase isn't gonna work, then I mean, oh well. Let's write for. Of course, we're gonna write for orchestra. When do I ever not write for orchestra? Yeah. So we're gonna. I don't know. Do I have to pick a key? Do I want to pick a key? It could be in C major. Let's make it a minor key. Minor keys are interesting. Let's see. I'm gonna go and open right now. Open atonal. 4/4, because why not? Yeah, show the tempo marking. Let's see. To the quarter note. Yeah, of course. Let's go to 110 for this. No pickup bars. Okay. Yeah, this is totally different. We're composing in the score. When do we ever do that? Okay. So, this may be a little bit of a learning curve for me because I just never really use this. Yeah, I tried opening Cubase and it says that there's something wrong with my Cubase license. This isn't the first time I've run into this problem. So today we're going to use MuseScore because Cubase is deciding to just not come to work today. Which is fun. This is fine. Everything's fine. Well, let's see if the old keyboard controller is going to work. Everything was going so well yesterday, and then, of course, things just get scuffed right away as soon as I just try to do anything. Right on brand. Okay, turn this on. It's been 10 minutes since we've started the stream proper, and we haven't even written a single note. It's all just been technical difficulties, trying to fix things. Right on brand. Where's IO? Is it under IO? Yes, MIDI key station. Good. Cool. Now, gotta make sure that we have the right everything. No, we need to make sure that is it selected? And I can't hear a damn thing. Woo! Wee! Oh, this is going so well. Almost went into The Simpsons there. I'd prefer if this was like a proper, like a better flute sound. But it's not going to be. Or maybe it will be. Yeah, they changed the whole like framework of how this all works. I prefer to use the normal flute sounds, but it's not gonna. It's. That's just weird. I'll fix that up later, but yeah, for whatever reason, the sound fonts just don't want to work that well in the new MuseScore yet. I'm honestly getting to a point where like, do I want to just compose or am I gonna play Minecraft or something? Nah. No, if I'm gonna do any gaming stuff, I might put it on a different channel. Like maybe do like a gaming channel or maybe do something on Twitch. I don't know. I don't know if gameplay stuff would work on this this channel per se. I don't know. What do I want to work with here? Yeah, nothing wants to work. Nothing wants to work. Nothing ever works the first time. We have a harp. We have a harp. Is the harp gonna work? That's a really nice. That's a really smooth scroll. I like that. Okay. Let's see. Put everything in concert pitch because I'm not going to mess around with transpositions today. I want to know. I want to be able to read what I'm looking at. Why? Yeah, I really wish that I could actually use the new sound fonts that they came out with. Like for when MuseScore 4 recently came out, wasn't even that long ago. They came out with these new sound fonts called Muse Sounds, and the samples I've heard are beautiful. They're so good, like so good to the point where I wish I could use them in Cubase when Cubase works. But regardless of that, they don't work on the normal framework that many sound fonts work under. And it doesn't work under like MIDI or US or VST. It works on something completely different, and that the framework that they are using allows the instruments to sound like way more dynamic and everything. That's not what I'm using today because it doesn't work properly yet in the commercial version, the released version of MuseScore 4. So I'm not particularly impressed with the stability of the different sound fonts yet, but this is something we can work with, and I'm desperate to just do some composing today. Could I? Maybe I could. Maybe I could replace it with my own. Maybe I could replace it with my own VST. I can use Garriton. That's silly. Ooh. Is it gonna work? Please. Okay. I can work with this. Maybe. Harp. It almost sounds good. I'd argue that it sounds better than the normal Muse sounds. Or not the Muse, the normal Muse score basic sounds. Okay. Again, it doesn't work under the normal MIDI framework, so we're gonna just work with this for today. Now I'm not gonna pretend to know how to properly write for harp. That being said, we are going to take this. Where's my time signatures? Can you tell I don't normally compose key signatures, not time signatures? Wait, no, I want clefs. I'm silly. I don't normally do this. We're gonna have two treble clefs here, so that like basically both hands are playing in the upper register. Actually, you know what? We're gonna use a different tempo. I want this to be slower. I want it to be like super slow. How slow are we talking here? That's good. Okay, so I want those to be half notes, dotted. This is also going to be dotted. So it lasts 3 beats. Okay. It's cool. I'm going to add something to this. I really wish the normal sounds worked properly, like the Muse sounds sound font. That'd be really cool. Articulations. No. This is going to be probably a bit of a slower way of composing, mainly because I don't normally compose in notation software. But I'm also just learning this for the first time. It's been ages. I want a rolled chord. Where can I find rolled chords? like the rolled bracket. I want brackets. I want everything. Give me everything. Give me the whole kickaboodle. I'm gonna use everything. Underlines. It would be under. Yeah, variety is fun. If sometimes it could be a little nerve wracking. That's not the right bracket. Come on. I want. No. I'm gonna stick with this for now. I'll have to Google how to actually do that properly. How did I do that? How did I copy it twice? I didn't want to do that. This one, I'm going to... Got that. Remove the dot on that. Paste that. Change it to half notes. That's what we call a tritone. We don't like those. I'm not even sure what tonality I'm going for. I'm just kind of going for anything. First question X. Okay, I didn't even check. You guys can hear that. Perfect. It's coming up on meters there. Good. It's not just being completely silent for you all. Oi, oi, oi. That would have been embarrassing. What does that sound like? Move that to the second line there. I want this to be that, so it's a bit shorter. Moving on, so remove that. And we're also going to make it whole. Make it a whole note. And that lost the whole bar. This is also going to be whole note. Then we're also going to add probably a low note. Where's my clefs? Yeah, this is very non-tonal, at least not traditionally tonal. It's kind of funny. Actually, we're gonna take this. Huh. Doesn't work the way it used to. There we go. This one's going to be a rest, actually. It's going to be a half rest. Then here, we're going to place a... That's not a good note. What do we got here? E, G, D. What we have is a lot. What we have here is a serious case of a lot. Weird sus chord. Cool. Let's try that. And lines. Yeah, if there's, I know a harpist, and I know for a fact if they looked at this notation, they would, have words for me. I really need to get familiarized with my harp notation again. Actually, I have a book on this. I just laid it over my keyboard and played a bunch of noise. I have a book on this. This guy right here. And it's essentially... what it essentially is, this entire book tells you how to properly like orchestrate, like how to write certain instruments properly. It tells you about the ranges. Like for example, let's talk about, oh, you know what, mandolin. We have a mandolin right here. Mandolin. And right there is the range, the written range of the mandolin. Open strings. And yeah, it just gives you all the basics. For example, it's normally a single line instrument. You only play like the mandolin melodically normally, although it's totally possible to play it chords. It's just not the traditional method. So for example, if I go to harp, let's see what a good way to, I know what I want. I know what I want to put next in my head, but I don't know how to write it in a way that would not piss off a harpist. Yeah. Also, harp is kind of a really complicated instrument. Like honestly, like this kind of writing, I'm just kind of spitballing ideas. It's barely even something. And again, like we've been at this for how long? And it's barely an idea. And on top of that, I don't even know if this is entirely possible to play. Because the way the harp works is you have all these strings, and each string is related to a certain letter of the alphabet, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now, you can see here that drawing or the illustration is meant to represent the different pedals that you have at the base of the harp. And those pedals change the pitch of the instrument. So when you press the pedal down a bit further, like you can kind of see how it works here. Like the pedals look like you can just press down on them. They actually go down and up. And you can see in that drawing right there. If you press it down, you actually raise the pitch because you're increasing the tension on the string. Whereas if you put it into a raised position, you lower the pitch because you're lowering the tension on the string. Now, when a harpist is playing, and especially when the harpist is playing like some sort of music that requires them to play like different accidentals, or when I say accidentals, like these are the different symbols you have for accidentals. Like, if I write, for example, we have we have an F here. Actually, I better G. We'll go on the G because it's easier to represent that. If I go up on this, that's G sharp. That hashtag symbol that a lot of people would say, that for us musicians, we see that as it means sharp, which means it raises the pitch. This is natural. This would be a G natural. And that's like the neutral position of the note, the neutral note, if you will. We call that just natural. Down one more, we call that flat. Flat is when the pitch is lowered from the natural pitch. And so on the harp, those pedals, when the pedal is depressed or raised or in the neutral position, that affects all of the strings that are correlating with that particular pedal. So in this case, you can see here we have right there a D, C, and B on the left foot, and then all the other notes right there. It's a little bit blurry on my screen, but you can E, F, G, and A on the right foot. And again, that globally will affect all of the strings on the harp that are connected to that pedal. So when a harpist is playing, they have to be able to coordinate their feet and manipulate these pedals with their feet while playing to make sure that they're playing the right notes. So, with that in mind, I first didn't even start off by having notation here, although I doubt it would be even required at the moment. Like, I don't know. Harp notation is strange because sometimes what they'll do is they'll have like a diagram at the beginning of a score. Let's see if I can actually find an example of the diagram. Yeah, these are different diagrams that you can potentially use. So it's either like that, where it's like deliberately written out, or it's more of a physical diagram where it shows you like the different orientations of the pedals. And a harpist would just be able to know what these different little dots and their the orientations would mean. Now, normally you would find that at the beginning of the score, right about here or something like that. And then once you have that, you wouldn't even bother writing out these accidentals to change the pitch of the notes in the score. You wouldn't even bother with that because the harpist would just play the notes and it would already be in tune because the pedal would already be adjusted accordingly. But you can tell here that some of these, well, I mean, there is a bit of consistency now I think about it. Like, that's not changing, so I'm probably overthinking it. Yeah, like that's been consistently the same note. Consistently like with the flat accidental, same as this. And that works too because that's the same note. And that's a B flat. That's a sorry, that's D flat, that's a D flat. B flat. I was right the first time. I'm second guessing everything. I'm tired. But yeah, we have the B flat, octave up. I also, there's a saying we have in music education called trebilitis, where whenever someone has trebilitis, it's because they've mixed up the, like, for example, if someone's looking at a staff like this, sometimes what happens is they'll read it incorrectly because they're thinking that the clef at the beginning of the staff is one when it's actually reading it as another. Like, for example, there's a bunch of instruments up here, like all these brass instruments up here are in the treble clef, right? And so I write a bunch of lines here, like da 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 da, and then I go down and write the low brass, and I have to, in my head, flip the switch to tell my brain, okay, now we're writing in bass clef, so make sure that you're putting your notes in the right place, because on the treble clef, a B would be on the middle line. Well, on the bass clef, a B would be on the second line, like the second from the bottom. Like, I'm kind of just spitballing a dialogue here, but yeah, I'm clearly out of practice when it comes to this writing in all this. And on top of that, I'm unbelievably out of practice when it comes to writing for harp. So I don't know why I just jumped right into writing for harp. Yeah, I might just leave that. Yes, I would like to save on my computer. What am I gonna name this? It's kind of a pretty sound, a pretty score, but I don't know what to call it. What am I gonna call this? first, I'm going to relocate it. Gonna make sure it's saved properly and all that. Projects. What about MuseScore projects? Make a folder for that. Throw it in here. We're gonna call it I'm gonna call it Dobby. I misspelt it. I totally misspelt it. Dobby. We're gonna call this score Dobby. Okay. And all it has is a really scuffed harp line. Maybe I'll start with something here, actually. I have make that a rest. Hello, I want you to be a rest. There we go. So I need a D or a G. Come on, Liam. Okay, now all of a sudden the other instruments are working. What are you using? You're using Muse Sound Strings. It sounds beautiful. Are the other Muse sounds working? Probably not. Let's find out. Maybe it just took a minute for it to actually load. Woodwinds. Flute. Nope. It doesn't want to work. Well, I want a better sound, so I'm probably gonna on the BBC Orchestra. Why not? And give it to the flutes. It sounds lovely. Yeah, I'll fix this out later. In fact, I think this is just kind of a writing session, just to make sure I'm also making sure I stream today. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of off my game today. You know what? I'm just gonna call it. I could stick out for another 10 minutes, but I'm struggling to come up with any ideas, if I'm being totally honest. And like, I was kind of relying on being able to just jump into Cubase today, but it's not working. I gotta fix it. So yeah, I'll see if I can get Cubase fixed up and everything for tomorrow, but I might just... I think I'm just gonna call it. As much as I want to just keep going, because I honestly kind of like the harp idea, but I don't know what to do with it. Yeah. You win some, you lose some. And I guess that's kind of just the side effect of streaming sometimes is you see the good and the bad. And yesterday was a really good stream. The stream before that was really good. Take the L today, I guess. hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you was able to teach something. Now in terms of future streams, for the foreseeable future, things are still going to be largely the same. I'm still going to try and stream every day. But in a couple weeks, I just got the confirmation that in a couple weeks I'm going to be starting full time at my day job, which is really exciting, and it's really good for the income, obviously. And on top of that, it's also going to be taking up a lot more of my time, which is, of course, like that's just how full time works. So for these streams, I'll have to see like how I can fit everything together, and there may be like a few days once that starts where I may just have to take a quick break just to get situated and figure out what works best, or maybe I'll just wing it, just keep going for it. Who knows? Oh, thank you. That's really cool. It's I'm actually really excited. I really like the place that I work at, so the fact that I was offered full time is really cool, and I'm gonna take that in stride. And yeah, but I'm not gonna let these streams falter because I honestly really do enjoy these streams. That being said, I gotta figure out what the heck's going on with Cubase. So until that happens, I might just keep things a bit casual, and maybe I'll even, I don't know, just for the sake of streaming, just like keeping up with the streaming, I'll either take a break until it's fixed, or maybe I'll just do something else. Like maybe I'll see if I can fit in some like planes and games or something. I don't know, just for fun. I don't want to stop streaming because, quite frankly, I enjoy it, but I need to, I don't know, keep going. I don't know. If I don't get this fixed up by tomorrow, then maybe what I'll do is maybe I'll do like a Minecraft stream or something. Just creative mode Minecraft. Like that's one of my other favorite creative outlets, is just making stuff in Minecraft. It's fun. It just houses, whatever. Maybe I'll try something new. Try out some new palettes. I don't know. I know that there's a new update coming up for Minecraft. That's gonna be really cool. There's a lot of new blocks that are gonna be fun to use. Like there's the new bookshelves. Like they've had bookshelves in Minecraft for a very long time, but now they have these new bamboo based blocks, and some of the bookshelves that can actually place books into them, which is like, you would you would think, oh, that's such a basic thing, but that wasn't in Minecraft before, so that it's really cool that we get to see that. But yeah, going forward, yeah, I'll try and get Cubase fixed so that I can use it. Like, as much as I love MuseScore, I prefer to compose in DAWs as opposed to on paper, although I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to learn to compose on paper anyways at some point. I don't know, it's just my workflow that I'm used to. I have a setup and I like to work with it, and this was very scuffed. I was kind of trying to figure things out as I was going. That's fine. All right, yeah, I'm gonna call it. But thank you for tuning in to whatever this was. It was interesting. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was. Pressed a button and everything just went haywire, but everything's good. Everything's okay. Computer's scary. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah. I'm gonna go relax, celebrate the new achievement, and yeah, thank you all so very much for watching. If you like this content, question mark, do feel free to give a like on the video. Appreciate it a lot. If you're excited to see more, hit that subscribe button so it'll pop up in your feed, and you'll be able to see more of these streams and whatever content I'd like to post in the future. You won't miss anything. If you see that if you see that little bell icon, you can also hit that so you get notified whenever whenever new content from me comes out, or whenever I have a stream posted, or I'm starting up a stream. You get that notification on your phone, and yeah, that way you'll be first into the chat, first to comment, whatever you prefer. Yeah.